This is a 20-minute upper body strength workout for people with diabetes using resistance bands, and I've provided links to the bands that I use down in the description. You'll need a strap, tie, or towel for stretching at the end. Before getting started, please make sure that your blood sugar is between 100 and 250 milligrams per deciliter, and that you've watched the relevant safety and instructional videos posted in the description below. We're going to start warming up with no weight presses. You can do this from a seated or standing position. Start with your hands positioned just above and outside of your shoulders. Forearms should be in a vertical position with elbows positioned just in front of the trunk. Begin to press upward in as straight of a line as possible, and finish with your arms fully extended, straight up in the air with hands slightly behind the ears, with palms facing forward. Then lower the hands back to the starting position. Move the upper arm towards the midline at 90 degrees and press up and down again. Alternate each version for 45 seconds. Keep a steady breathing rate throughout the warm-up. Next, from a standing position with your chest to the ceiling and abs braced, with a slight bend in the knee, bend at the hips as your hands slide down your legs. Pull your elbows to the ceiling for a no-weight row, lower the arms, bring your arms out to the side for a no-weight reverse fly, lower them, stand back up, and repeat. Continue for 45 seconds. Standing no-weight YTIs are up next. With your hands by your side and the palms facing the back wall, begin to raise your arms at about 45 degrees from the torso so that they form a Y. Lower them, now bring them out to the side so they're going to form a T. Lower them, bring them straight out in front to form an I, and you're going to keep doing this for 45 seconds. Next, we're going to move into our arm crossovers. Start off with your arms stretched out to the side, swing them across your chest, then back out to the side, and alternate which arm goes on top each time. Last warm-up exercise is going to be a standing bicycle. Put your hands behind your head and keep your elbows angled out to the side. Reach your left knee towards your right elbow while twisting and curling your abs to meet the elbow to the knee, keeping the elbows flared out to the side. Return to start and repeat on the other side. time to jump into the workout. And we're going to do 5 different upper body movements that are each going to be repeated once. We're going for 30 seconds on and 30 seconds of rest for each movement. First exercise is the neutral grip alternating shoulder press with static hold. The middle of the band is going to need to be under your feet or under your bench in a standing or seated position, holding each end of the band in each hand. Similar to our first warm-up exercise, your hands should be just above and in front of your shoulders, palms facing each other. Press straight up until your arms are fully extended and your upper arms are just outside of your ears. Lower your left arm back to the start while keeping the right arm straight up in the air. Press the left arm back up and repeat on the other side. 30 seconds with steady breathing throughout the set. Let's rest for 30 seconds. If you'd like to help support the channel, please check out my merchandise link down in the description below for t-shirts and other fun stuff. We're going to move into a single arm Renegade row next, and it's best to use a mini band or a loop band. From the floor, start in a plank position either from your knees or from your toes with a wide stance. With the band anchored by your right hand, hands flat on the ground under the shoulders, and then grip the band in your left hand. Pull the band towards your lower ribs and elbow to the ceiling while balancing on your right hand. Return to the start and continue for 30 seconds. You want to think about keeping your shoulders and your hips square to the ground. That way you don't rotate the hips too much. This movement is going to require a lot of control, and you want to avoid having your hips sway back and forth. Exhale as you pull up and inhale as you lower the band. Stand on your feet for lateral raises next, and place 1 or 2 feet on the middle of the band, grabbing each end of the band in your hands. In a standing position with heels under the hips, chest squeezed upward, start with your arms by the side and hands facing the body. Remember that 1 foot on the band makes it easier. With soft elbows about 5 degrees of flexion, begin to raise the arms out to the side until the hands are at about shoulder level, and then lower them. While raising the arms, make sure that you're not shrugging your shoulders. Try to pull your shoulder blades down while you're raising the bands. Exhale as you lift up and inhale as you lower your arms. Make sure that you avoid rocking back and forth because we want these to be controlled movements. It should be your shoulders moving the weights and not your hips. The last exercise in this sequence is going to be a banded abdominal twist, and you're going to start by lying on your back. Wrap the middle of the band around your feet and pull the ends of the band to your chest, keeping your heels dug into the floor. Torso lifts up so the shoulder blades are not touching the ground, and hands keep the band close to the chest. Begin to twist your torso to the left while keeping your hands pressed to your chest. Return to the start and repeat on the other side. You can make it more difficult by lifting your feet from the floor. Keep the movement controlled as you twist and avoid using momentum. Some of your abdominal muscles are staying contracted to stabilize and hold your torso up from the ground, like your rectus abdominis, while the obliques perform the twisting motion. We're now going to repeat each of these exercises one more time, and our shoulder press is up first. Remember to hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying the workout. rows on the left arm now. Renegade rows on the right arm are up next. Abdominal twists. Lateral raises. Great work. It's time to cool down now with some stretching, and this is when you're going to need your strap, tie, or towel. Hold one end of the towel in your right hand at shoulder level so the towel is against your back. Grab the other end of the towel in your left hand at about hip level. Now begin to pull the left shoulder backwards so that you feel a stretch in your left shoulder. Make sure that you're stretching until you feel some tension but no pain for each stretch. 45 seconds. Switch arms. Loose the towel. We're going to do a side lat stretch next. Standing up straight, place your arms overhead with hands overlapping, and begin to lean to the left so you feel a stretch on the right side of your torso. Keep the hips facing forward and don't rotate them. Switch sides. Forward fold is next. Put your feet under your hips and start to bend at the hips, reaching towards your feet. You can allow your arms to hang freely or place your hands around opposite elbows. Thanks for training with me.